Hello, and welcome to this Miklix video where I'm going to show you how to defeat the boss called Divine Beast Dancing Lion, found in Belurat Tower Settlement in Elden Ring. As you probably know, bosses in Elden Ring are divided into 3 tiers. From lowest to highest, field bosses, greater enemy bosses and finally demigods and legends. Divine Beast Dancing Lion is in the highest tier, legendary bosses, and is found in the Belurat Tower Settlement in the Land of Shadow. It is an optional boss in the sense that it is not required to defeat it in order to progress the main story of the Shadow of the Erdtree expansion. I decided to call in some help for this boss, both an NPC and using a Spirit Ash. I rarely summon NPCs for bosses in the base game, but it has sometimes felt like I'm missing part of their story if I don't include them, so I have decided to summon them when they are available in the expansion. Redmane Freya was available for this boss, so I called her in. I also called in my usual sidekick Black Knifefish, although that was probably not entirely necessary. She does help with speeding things up though. As the name implies, this boss is a large lion-like creature that charges and dances around. I had significantly less trouble with this one than I did with the first boss I faced in the expansion, and I was actually surprised to see that it was a legendary boss, judging from the text when it died. Perhaps it's because there is a quest around obtaining its head. Basically, you can wear the head as a helmet and trick an old lady into cooking some delicious stew for you. The boss does several large-scale elemental attacks and it switches the elements around a lot, so watch out for that. And of course, it also does the typical lion-like shenanigans, such as charging around and biting people. Or rather, I actually don't think it bites, but it breathes some nasty stuff at you. Which, now that I think of it, isn't really very lion-like, but very dragon-like. And as I've mentioned many times before, dragons are treacherous, evil beings that are always trying to trick me into getting roasted for their dinner. So now I'm actually starting to think that this is a dragon in disguise and I'm the one who was supposed to end up in the aforementioned stew. The plot thickens. Anyway, I realize that having an NPC present will increase the boss's health, but as this boss is highly mobile and active, and doesn't leave much room for attack, I felt it was good to have some distraction present to spare my own tender flesh a beating once in a while. And now for the usual boring details about my character. I play as a mostly dexterity build. My melee weapons are the Hand of Malenia and the Uchigatana with keen affinity. I was level 182 in Scadutree Blessing 3 when this video was recorded, which I think is reasonable for this boss. I'm always looking for the sweet spot where it's not mind-numbing easy mode, but also not so difficult that I will be stuck on the same boss for hours. Anyway, this is the end of this Divine Beast Dancing Lion video. Thanks for watching. Check out the YouTube channel or Miklix.com for more videos. You could even consider being completely awesome by liking and subscribing. Until next time, have fun and happy gaming.